Did you know that 97% of people sabotage their mental performance in the first 30 minutes after waking up? Harvard researchers discovered this shocking truth about our brain's cascade effect, where your morning routine literally programs your neural chemistry for the entire day. Dr. Andrew Huberman and habit expert James Clear have both documented a specific 24-hour protocol that separates elite performers from everyone else. Today I'm sharing their exact system, 3 simple 5-minute interventions that can dramatically transform your focus, energy and productivity within just 72 hours. But fair warning, the third technique, which I'll reveal only at the end of this video, is what truly separates high achievers from everyone else. It's the missing piece that most productivity experts never discuss. Let's be honest, we've all experienced those days when our brain feels foggy, motivation is nowhere to be found and focusing feels impossible. What if I told you this isn't your fault, but rather a predictable neurochemical pattern that science has finally decoded? Dr. Andrew Huberman from Stanford calls this the performance cascade, how specific actions at key points in your 24-hour cycle dramatically amplify or diminish your cognitive abilities. Meanwhile, James Clear's research on microhabits has revealed that strategic interventions of just 5 minutes can completely reset your brain's operating system. What's revolutionary about the protocol I'm sharing today is that it costs absolutely nothing, requires zero equipment, and delivers noticeable results within 3 to 5 days. Even Elon Musk, who famously works 80 to 120-hour weeks, has incorporated elements of this system for what he calls strategic recovery. The protocol is built around 3 critical windows in your 24-hour cycle: the first 30 minutes after waking, the midday energy dip, and the final 30 minutes before sleep. Each window presents a unique opportunity to biochemically optimize your brain, if you know exactly what to do. But before I reveal the morning protocol, I need to ask, what if everything you're currently doing in your morning routine is actually programming your brain for failure rather than success? Think about what you did in the first 30 minutes after waking up today. Did you immediately check your phone? Hit snooze repeatedly? If so, you've already sabotaged your brain's performance potential for the entire day. Most people don't realize they're literally training their brain for distraction and mental fog from the moment they open their eyes. Here's the exact 5-minute morning protocol that both Huberman and Clear recommend based on converging research from neuroscience and behavioral psychology. First, absolutely no phone or screens for the first 30 minutes after waking. Instead, immediately drink 16 ounces of water. Your brain is 73% water, and overnight dehydration significantly impairs cognitive function. University of Connecticut research found that even 2% dehydration reduces attention by up to 13% and working memory by nearly 7%. This single habit alone can boost your mental clarity by double digits before you've even started your day. Second, get 3 to 5 minutes of direct sunlight exposure, preferably outdoors. This activates your suprachiasmatic nucleus, the brain's master clock, and triggers a precise cascade of cortisol, setting your circadian rhythm for peak performance. Dr. Samer Hattar from the National Institute of Mental Health discovered that morning light exposure increases productivity throughout the entire day by synchronizing your neural pathways to your environment. This isn't just for morning people. It works regardless of when you wake up. Third, perform 20 deep nasal breaths. Former Navy SEAL David Goggins uses this technique to activate his parasympathetic nervous system, which balances stress hormones and improves cognitive clarity. The specific pattern is 5-second inhale through the nose, 1-second hold, 6-second exhale through the mouth. Stanford research shows this breathing pattern creates an immediate 17% increase in alpha brain waves associated with calm focus. Finally, clearly state your single most important intention for the day in one sentence. Research from UCLA shows this pre-activates the neural networks you'll need later, essentially warming up your brain for peak performance. Apple founder Steve Jobs practiced this daily, asking himself each morning, if today were the last day of my life, would I want to do what I'm about to do today? On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate your current morning routine for optimizing mental performance? If you're like most people, implementing just this first protocol could double your productive output within days. But what happens when that inevitable afternoon energy crash hits around 1 to 3 p.m.? That's where the second intervention becomes crucial, and it's not what most people expect. I'll reveal that next, and you'll discover why what you're currently doing might be making your afternoon slump even worse. That midday energy crash isn't your fault. It's literally programmed into your neurochemistry. Between 1 to 3 p.m., your body experiences a natural dip in core temperature and alertness similar to what happens at night, creating what neuroscientists call the afternoon disengagement zone. This is why, according to a study in the journal Sleep, workplace productivity plummets by up to 58% during these hours. Most people try to power through with caffeine, which actually makes the subsequent crash worse. Research from the Journal of Sleep Research found that afternoon caffeine consumption delays your evening melatonin release by up to 40 minutes, creating a vicious cycle of diminished performance. Instead, Huberman and Clear recommend this precise 5-minute reset protocol that recalibrates your brain chemistry for sustained afternoon performance. First, 90 seconds of any vigorous movement, jumping jacks, push-ups, even running in place. This immediately stimulates your noradrenergic system, increasing attention and motivation. Jeff Bezos reportedly does something similar before important meetings, engaging in brief physical activity to boost cognitive clarity. According to research from the University of Georgia, just 90 seconds of movement increases cerebral blood flow by up to 15%, instantly improving decision-making capability. Second, perform Dr. Andrew Weil's 4-7-8 breathing technique. Inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 7, exhale for 8. This rebalances oxygen levels in your prefrontal cortex, the brain region responsible for decision-making and focus. A Harvard Medical School study found this specific breathing pattern reduces stress hormones by up to 11% within minutes, allowing your brain to shift from reactive to proactive thinking. Third, get 2 minutes of natural light exposure even if just looking out a window. University of Illinois research shows this resets your brain's alertness mechanisms and reduces cortisol, the stress hormone that peaks during midday slumps. The lead researcher noted, natural light exposure creates an immediate reset of your circadian alertness system, even in brief doses. Finally, use James Clear's implementation intention technique to reset your focus. When I return to my work, I will focus exclusively on a specific task, for 25 minutes without interruption. This pre-commitment drastically reduces the activation energy needed to restart deep work. Studies from Peter Gallwitzer at NYU show implementation intentions increase follow-through by a staggering 300%. Did you know that Steve Jobs famously conducted his most important meetings as walking meetings outdoors? He intuitively understood what neuroscience now confirms. Natural light combined with light movement creates optimal brain chemistry for creative problem-solving. Similarly, Mark Zuckerberg is known for conducting meetings while walking around Facebook's rooftop garden for the same neurological benefits. Think about your typical afternoon. Do you find yourself powering through with diminishing returns, or do you strategically reset your brain chemistry? The difference in output can be as much as 35% according to productivity research from the University of California. In the next section, I'll reveal the third and most powerful protocol, the nighttime routine that elite performers consider their secret weapon for exponential results. This is the missing piece that separates the top 1% from everyone else. The final 30 minutes before sleep might be the most overlooked high-performance opportunity in your entire day. Matthew Walker, sleep expert and author of Why We Sleep, has documented how this critical window determines not just your sleep quality, but your brain's cognitive capability the entire next day. His research at UC Berkeley found that optimizing this window can increase next-day problem-solving ability by up to 42%. Here's the exact 5-minute nighttime protocol that separates elite performers from everyone else. The third secret I promised at the beginning of this video. First, perform a brain dump by writing down any lingering thoughts, tasks, or concerns from your day. Bill Gates uses a variation of this technique, which research shows reduces sleep latency, time to fall asleep, by 37% by deactivating the brain's default mode network that keeps you ruminating. Microsoft's executive team has widely adopted this practice based on Gates' advocacy and the measurable cognitive benefits reported by their leadership. Second, lower your body temperature slightly with a specific routine. Wash your face with cool water or briefly expose your body to cooler air. Dr. Huberman explains that this triggers the release of melatonin and activates your glymphatic system, your brain's nighttime cleaning crew that removes neural waste and consolidates memories. Research from the University of Pittsburgh found that even a 1-degree drop in core body temperature improves sleep efficiency by 10% and next-day cognitive performance by up to 14%. Third, practice box breathing for 60 seconds. For seconds inhale, for seconds hold, for seconds exhale, for seconds hold. Navy SEALs use this to down-regulate their nervous system before high-stress situations, and it works just as effectively to prepare your brain for deep sleep. A 2019 study in the Journal of Neurophysiology found this breathing pattern increases delta brain waves associated with deep, restorative sleep. Finally, and this is the technique most people miss, spend 60 seconds visualizing your most important goal for tomorrow in vivid detail. Research from Cleveland Clinic found this practice increases actual performance by up to 26% by strengthening neural pathways during sleep. Olympic swimmer Michael Phelps credited this specific technique as a cornerstone of his success, visualizing his races in perfect detail before sleep each night during his training. Did you know that Tim Cook, Apple CEO, follows this exact protocol? In a 2019 interview, he revealed, "The last minutes before sleep are when I program my mind for the next day's challenges. This quiet preparation has been more valuable than hours of daytime planning." What happens during these 30 minutes is remarkable. Your brain's glymphatic system, discovered only in 2012, activates primarily during deep sleep and clears out neural waste accumulated during the day. This system works up to 10 times more efficiently when you properly prepare your brain for sleep using this protocol. On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate your current pre-sleep routine? Most people spend these critical minutes scrolling through social media, which Harvard researchers found reduces sleep quality by 38% and next-day cognitive performance by up to 21%. This nighttime protocol isn't just about sleeping better. It's about literally programming your brain for success while you sleep. And that's the differentiator that most productivity systems completely miss. We've covered the complete 24-hour high-performance protocol used by world-class performers across every field. To recap, morning neural reset. No screens, hydrate immediately, get sunlight exposure, deep breathing and set one clear intention. Midday focus amplifier. Brief vigorous movement, structured breathing, natural light exposure and implementation intention. Nighttime cognitive recovery. Brain dump, temperature reduction, box breathing and visualization of tomorrow's goals. What makes this system so powerful is James Clear's concept of compounding cognitive gains. Each intervention builds upon the previous one, creating an upward spiral of mental performance that grows stronger each day. If you implement this complete protocol, here's what to expect. Within 3 days, noticeably improved focus and energy levels. Within 10 days, enhanced sleep quality and significantly reduced brain fog. And within 30 days, what Huberman calls performance automaticity, where these optimization patterns become your default operating system. This protocol works regardless of your current situation, schedule, or goals. It can be adapted for night owls, early risers, busy parents, or executives with packed calendars. I challenge you to try this complete system for just 5 days. Which of these 3 interventions will you implement first? The morning reset, the midday amplifier, or the nighttime recovery system? Remember what James Clear says, you do not rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems. This 24-hour protocol is the system that can transform your brain's performance starting today. Hey incredible growth seekers! Wow, what a journey! If this video resonated, subscribe now for more life-changing content. Join our community of self-improvers. Smash that like button to fuel more content on mindfulness, goal setting, and emotional intelligence. Share this video to create a ripple of positive change. Comment below about your growth journey. Your insights shape our content. Next week, boosting self-confidence and overcoming limiting beliefs. Don't miss it. Every interaction brings us closer to a world of empowered individuals. Let's make personal development global. Stay inspired, keep growing. Your best self awaits. Let's unlock it together.